Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with the MLB main slate video. This is a 14 gamer, so grab a pen pad, a notebook, grab a pen, pencil, take some notes, and ride this hot streak that we're on the DFS Club. I'm personally on, I don't even know how many days anymore. I lost track, but yeah, we're finishing out this season on a high note, guys. So hopefully you guys did cash too tonight. The low scoring slate, but it is what it is. If you played the popular guys, you should have cashed. If you're new, guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. That really helps out the channel a lot, and you guys have been kicking ass with that. So thank you guys so very much. Couldn't do it without you guys. I'd be sitting here talking to myself every night. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get into this. So I'm going to bring the screen up larger for you guys to see. All right, so game by game breakdown. First up, we got Tampa at Philly, guys. 4.7 for Tampa, 4.4 for Philly. We got Drew Rasmussen records for 6.8 versus Rangers Suarez at 6K. Next up, we got Arizona at Pittsburgh. 4.1 implied for Arizona, 4 for Pittsburgh. We got Madison Bumgarner, who's only 7.1K, versus JT Bruderbreaker at 6.7. Next up, we got I almost said Atlanta. We got the Anaheim Angels at Baltimore, guys. 5.7 implied for the Angels. Baltimore 4.9. Very hitter-friendly park here. We got Dylan King Kong Bundy going up against Spencer Watkins. Next up, we got the Chicago White Sox at the Blue Jays. White Sox 4.4 implied. Blue Jays 4.7. We got Dylan Cease at 8.8 versus Jose Berrios for 8.6. And next up, we got Minnesota Twins at Boston. Winds are blowing out to the Green Monster, but only like 4 miles an hour, so I don't think it makes a difference. We got Griffin Jacks going up against Tanner Huckalugi at 7.9, guys. Then we got Washington at Miami. 4.3 implied for Washington, 4.2 implied for Miami. We got Eric Fede versus Jesus Luzardo. Next up, we got San Francisco Giants at the Mets. We got 3.9 implied for the Giants, 4.1 for the Mets. We got Sammy Long at 6.6 for San Francisco, going up against Tyler McGill at 6.9. Then we got Texas at Cleveland, guys. Texas, 4 implied total. Cleveland, 5.1. We got Tyler Hearn on the mound for Texas, going up against Eli Morgan at 7.7K. 7.7, not 77. Next up, we got the Yankees at the Braves. 4.2 implied for the Yankees, 4.9 implied for the Braves. We got Bobby the Brain Heaney on the mound for the Yankees versus Charlie Morton for Atlanta at 9K. Next up, we got Detroit at St. Louis, 3.2 implied for Detroit. St. Louis, 4.9. We got Casey Mize at 6.3 going up versus Jake Flaherty at home at 9.6. Then we got Colorado at Chicago. And again, let's keep our eyes on the wind gusts here. It says 7 miles an hour out to left field. If it gets higher, like in the double-digit mark, you might want to play this game. Just saying. We got Vegas doesn't know what they're going to do yet because they're watching the wind too, obviously. You got Jermaine Marquez at 8.2K versus Justin Steele. Sound like a goddamn porn star at 6.5K. Next up, we got to keep our eyes on this game. We got rain and humidity in Milwaukee, guys. So this one could rain out or just be delayed. We got to keep our eyes on it. We got Cincinnati, 3.2 implied total versus Corbin Burns at 4.4K. And that's what sucks about it is Corbin Burns is the most expensive pitcher on the slate, but yet we don't even know if this game's going to go versus Tyler Darth Maul at 9.9K. Next up, we got Kansas City at Houston, guys. We got 3.4 implied for KC, 5.2 for Houston. We got Brady Singer at 5.7 versus Luis Garcia at 9.7. And last but not least, we got the Dodgers at San Diego, the Battle of Southern California. 4.3 implied for the Dodgers, 3.9 for San Diego. We don't know who's pitching for either team. So that's going to do it for the game-by-game breakdown, guys. So one game in weather danger that we know of so far. Oh, my goodness. I need a haircut. Look at my sides. Wow. So, yeah, guys. But there are some edges in this slate that I found. So let's get into it, guys. First, before we do that, if you guys are tired of freaking losing or even winning by yourself, guys, come join the DFS Club. Just got to go to www.dfsclub.com where you get every single sport. You get lineups. Yes, lineups, cheat sheets, ownership, top stacks, projections. And this is for every single sport, guys. I'm not even kidding. And wait till you see these prices because nobody can come close. You got DFS Space. You got myself, Skywalker DFS. We had an excellent members-only podcast today. LT came in and joined too. It was awesome, guys. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, and WNBA, college sports, guys. We got college basketball and football coming up too. Click on join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and look at this, guy. Look at this. $14.99 a month. And that is for all access to the Discord, to the members-only podcast, for the lineups, ownership, everything, guys. Everything you'd ever want. DFSclub.com. We have silver and gold packages. Of course, the more you subscribe for, the more you save. And we have 3-day passes for only $7.99, guys. You get prize picks, the members-only podcast, lineups, all the tools you'll need, 24/7 tips and advice by the whole club, man. We're all in here working. There's no drama in here. We have a very tight-knit community. We're part of the largest community in the industry. Bankroll management. And again, 1 hour before lock, we do the members-only podcast. And that's when the magic happens. So come check us out, guys. DFSclub.com. All right. Big slate. So let's bring up Draft Dashboard, the sponsor of the show, guys. Shout out to Chris for creating this phenomenal tool. I use it for all my videos, for all my research, guys. This is Draft Dashboard, $1 for 30 days. With that dollar, you get access to all my save lineups, all my watch players, which is all my player pools for every sport, NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. You get the player trends, who's trending up, who's getting you right in the old prison pocket, the sleepers and studs of the slate, the position optimizer, and the MLB cheat sheet. Because if you can't win, cheat. Space was going off. DFS Space used the MLB cheat sheet today because guess what? He didn't have time to do any research. And him and I did really good tonight. So shout out to Draft Dashboard, man. It is the truth. Come check it out, guys. $1 for 30 days. That is it. Cancel it anytime. No bothers. Chris is the chillest dude in the world. Email him if you have any questions, guys. draftdashboard@gmail.com, I believe it is. All right, so let's get into it. So we got some decent pitching here. There's lots of ways we can go. So we'll start at the top here with Corbin Burns. Again, just make sure we keep an eye on this game. Because if there's any long rain delays, he'll sit. If it doesn't play, it's after lock, you're out 10.6K. So just be careful. He's $900 more on FanDuel. Going up against Cincinnati, too. That's another thing. Cincinnati scores a lot of runs. That's just what they do. However, last time he faced him, he got 43 DK points, guys. 43. How about FanDuel? Let me switch over to FanDuel. So FanDuel, that amounts to 71 fantasy points over there. You all know in FanDuel, you got to get pitchered just right. Your pitcher bombs, your whole lineup is dead. So Corbin Burns is in play at 10-6. Luis Garcia is always interesting because he's always expensive on DraftKings. He's 9.7 on DK, but he's $1,400 cheaper on FanDuel. I'd say FanDuel only take a stab, but he does not look good at all. So FanDuel only. Next up, one of my favorite pitchers on the slate, we got Jake Flaherty, and he's at home against Detroit. He's 9'6". This man is 20s, 4 out of his last 5. 23, 26, 23, 2, 23. Last time against Detroit, 20. So, yeah, guys, he's pitching at home. He's only 9'6". He's $700 more on FanDuel. Love the spot against Detroit. The only thing that scares me is Detroit can sometimes just explode for runs. So, and it doesn't matter who it's against. But as good as ERA this year, it's only 2.68. 88 strikeouts is kind of low compared to especially like Corbin Burns at 175, and even Luis Garcia has 137. But yeah, Flaherty's still in play, guys. Let's see. Urias, I'll pass on this slate. Charlie Morton at 9K is in play, even against the red-hot Yankees, who scored 5 runs today. But Charlie Morton, man, his price is coming up. He's 9K on DraftKings. He's $600 more on FanDuel. 29, 23, 25, 20, 15 in his last 5. Against the Yankees, look at his last 2. 21 and 22 fantasy points. Now, this is a ramped-up, high-potent offense Yankees team. So just be careful. 9K, Charles Morton. Next up, I love this play too. Jermaine Marquez against the Cubs. That's right, against the Cubbies. You have an all-star pitcher here at 8.2K. Very, very reasonable. On FanDuel, he's $800 more, so you're going to pay a premium over there. Santazella pitched tonight for Colorado and had a very good night for what his price tag was. 17, 2, 30, 23, 20 in his last 5. Last time against the Cubbies, he did get 15, but I do like it. I like Marquez. ERA of 3.80. Not bad for a guy who pitches at Coors Field. 151 strikeouts on the year. Let's see. So, Tanner Hulk, no thank you. Tyler Mahle, his last outing was just awful. And against Milwaukee, I'm going to pass there. Dylan Cease, even though Toronto's ice cold right now, I'm still going to pass. Barrios, not for me. Eli Morgan's interesting. He's 7.7K. He's going up against Texas. That's the interesting part that I like. It's in Cleveland, though. So it's a good hitter's park. 31 his last time. And then look at that. Before that, a -4. But other than that, 14, 24, 14. I say that's pretty good, especially on FanDuel. He's $900 cheaper. 7.7 on DK. I like Eli Morgan for some value. Definitely, I can dig it. Let's see. And if he's doing well, he'll go deep into games. He went 7 innings 3 games ago. That game he got lit up, he went 4 innings. And then the game he did good, he went 6. So he'll go deep into games. Let's see here. We got Heaney is tricky, man, but I ain't taking no chances against the Braves. He actually had a good game last game when I called him a horrible pitcher. So I take it back. He has his times, his spots, but Atlanta's too good, man, at home. Dylan Bundy is interesting because of the price tag. He's only 5.8K on DraftKings. FanDuel, he's $1,500 more. So only a DraftKings play here. Baltimore has lost how many games in a row, guys? It's like 15 or something like that. Baltimore just cannot get it together. His ERA is over 6, 81 strikeouts on the year, 10, 5, 27. So he does have an upside of over 20 fantasy points. Against Baltimore, I think it's an interesting GPP play because Baltimore's just doing so bad right now, guys. Brady Singer, 5.7. Not against Houston. I can't do it. Madison Bumgarner. Why is he only 7.1K on DraftKings? I don't know. This is basically a free square. Not only are you getting Madison Bumgarner, whose ERA after he's gotten back from the injury, it's like 1.71, which is remarkable. Let's see. Against Pittsburgh, too. Gotta love that. 26, 18, 18, 22, 21. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Bumgarner should be 9K, especially in this matchup against Pittsburgh. So give me 100% Madison Bumgarner tomorrow on DraftKings. $1,700 more on FanDuel. FanDuel, I'm going to see what his ownership is because that's a juicy matchup against Pittsburgh. So don't mind that. And I didn't really find anything down here in the dumpster. So other than Arizona's up against JT Bruderbaker, but man, I don't know if I can do it. One guy I can probably do. Let's go to hitters real quick. Is he still catcher? Is where is he at? Mauricio. He got another home run today. I think that's like 3 games in a row. Maybe he's on the outfield then. All right, we'll get to him. All right, let's go to first base. So again, it's a big slate. So I'm just going to give you guys the players I really like. Just because I didn't pick a player that you might like doesn't mean they're not good. All right. First up, Pete Alonso is too cheap. He's only 4.4K, 7, 18, 19 in his last 3. Going up against long, lefties, righties, it doesn't matter. But Pete Alonso at 4.4 against, dare I say, a bad pitcher? But yeah, Pete Alonso, that is way too cheap. He's $700 cheaper on FanDuel. So FanDuel, you're paying a premium. DraftKings, you're getting a good deal there. That's way too sweet, man. Next up, we got Christian Walker for Arizona. 2.6K. 9.14, 3 in his last 3. Not too shabby, especially for a 2K player. Going up versus JT Bruderbaker. Now, I think Arizona's going to be popular tomorrow. I probably won't be that big on stacking him. I'll probably have a couple guys, but that's about it. But he does better against righties. Bruderbaker, everybody lights up Bruderbaker. Everybody does. So Christian Walker, and he only bats 5th. 2.6K, that's really cheap, guys. All right, so let's go to second base. All right. I know there's lots of good players. I'm scrolling through here, but we got to keep this video somewhat under 30 minutes. Jorge Polanco, 3.7K. As long as this guy's under 4K, I'm playing him, man. 14, 0, 17 in his last 3. 273 batting average, which isn't bad. 22 home runs, not bad on the year. Going up against a righty. Lefties, righties, it really doesn't matter with him, but man, Polanco can absolutely light up a slate. 14, 17, 10, so double-digit fantasy points, 4 out of his last 5. Give me Polanco against a piss-poor pitcher in Hahook. All right, guys, next up, I kind of like a little Milwaukee tomorrow. I ain't going to lie, if this game plays, I don't mind it. 4.4K, Colton Wong. He's back, man. 16 and 30 in his last 2. And against Darth Maul, he's fared pretty well. 5 for 16, batting .312, 4 singles and a double. Leads off, has power in his bat. So I don't mind Colton Wong if this game plays at 4-4. And my man Whit Merrifield came through again today, guys. Again. I know it took him till his last at bat where he got a triple, but still, he had a double and a triple. He got 22 fantasy points. No stolen bases today. Just imagine if he would have gotten one of those. He would have been hitting close to 30 fantasy points. So stop fading my man, Whit Merrifield. I'm keep getting him at low ownership, and he's only 4.4K. Against Garcia, 1 for 2, but only 2 at-bats. Get him in there, guys. Whit Merrifield's the man. Next up, David Boat, 3.5K. GPP play only. Because against Marquez, he's 500, 1 single, but he does have 2 home runs and 6 at-bats. Granted, that could be at Coors Field. But one thing that's scary, look at his batting average, guys. How is he still in the majors right now? He's batting 199. 199 with 7 home runs. My God, dude. But you got to pick your spots with him. I don't mind it at 3.5. He should be, with that batting average, he should be bare minimal. Let's go to third base. All right, we got Jose Ramirez, my dude lately, 5.8K. He's been money. I've been hard on him all year, but he's finally paying off this price tag. 1.133 OPS versus lefties, guys. 30, 26, 23 in his last 3. Jose Ramirez, one of my favorite payups tomorrow. Get him in there, guys, especially against a lefty. And then how about my man, Carter Kaboom? I keep showing him in every video because he's bare minimal. He's 2.1K. He's $700 more on FanDuel. So FanDuel, you're kind of paying a premium for him. But on DraftKings, I don't know how you pass this up. For that price tag, dude's been going off 14, 7, 6, 18, 9. Doesn't dud. Doesn't dud. So very safe play here. Carter Kaboom at only 2.1K, guys, on DraftKings. That's amazing. Amazingly good. All right, let's go to shortstop. All right, so Wander Franco's on a tear right now. He's 5.2K. Against lefties, I like to play him. Look at that OPS. It's gone up even more now. 997 versus lefties. Going up against Suarez, guys. 4 out of his last 5 double-digit fantasy points. That one is 7, so almost double-digit fantasy points in his last 5. Tampa Bay's in Philly, so they're not playing that pitcher-friendly ballpark. Give me some Franco here at 5.2, and I'm probably thinking I get him at low ownership. So get him in there, guys. Same with Willie Adonis, 5.4K. Hasn't been doing too well lately, but he does well against Cincinnati for some reason. 27, 15, 30 in his last 3. And against Darth Maul, he's 2 for 5 with the home run, batting 400. So don't mind Willie Adonis at 5.4. If you're going to stack Milwaukee, you gotta have Adonis in there. Next up, Nicky Lopez, my dude, 3K. Came back down to earth today, but still got on base, still got a base hit. But he does steal bases. He's 1 for 1 against Garcia with the home run. I like those odds. Crushes righties too. So yeah, Nicky Lopez is back in play at 3,000 on DraftKings. Let's go to outfield. All right, so Nelson Cruz, play at your own risk. He's 5.2K, batting 270, 26 home runs, having a down year, but it's against a lefty. That OPS versus lefties is insane. 1.194. So play at your own risk, though. He's 5.2, Nelson Cruz. And then Ketel Marte, I'm assuming he'll be popular tomorrow, especially if people are going to stack Arizona. His price is now getting back up there. What'd I tell you guys? It will be 5K pretty soon. Remember, he was just 3.8K last week. Going up versus JT Bruderbaker, who everybody lights up. Granted, he does a lot better against lefties. That OPS versus lefties is insane. 1.215. Bruderbaker's a righty, but he could get knocked out very early. Ketel Marte, man, double-digit fantasy points in his last 4 games. 10, 11, 13, 21. Yeah, 4-7. Probably a good cash game play there. Next up, Cedric Mullins, 4.5K. That's still too cheap for him, man. $1,300 cheaper on FanDuel. Leadoff hitter for Baltimore. Gets a good matchup against Bundy, King Kong Bundy, and he's a righty. His OPS against righties, 868. Batting 309 on the year with 21 home runs. And he steals bases. Now, don't take this out of context, but he kind of reminds me of Ricky Henderson a little bit. A little bit. Ricky Henderson is one of the greatest of all time. Stolen bases, home runs, batting average, right? Cedric Mullins, I don't know, man. This kid's got a bright future, and I really like playing him. Again, a batting average of over 300, 309, 21 home runs. I don't see how many stolen bases unless I'm missing it, but yeah, guys. Cedric Mullins, 4.5K. I call him Ricky Henderson Jr. Get him in there, guys. Next up, Randy Arozarena, 4.4K. Against Suarez, he's facing a lefty. Kind of like a little Tampa stack here, come to think of it, in Philly. OPS versus lefties, 1.196. Get him in there, guys. I still can't get over today's chalk was Brian Reynolds. I mean, he did good. He got 14 fantasy points, but I think everyone got a little lucky there. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. All right, next up, we got Jake Myers for Houston, who absolutely dudded on everyone who stacked him. 2.4K, though. He's still too cheap. He's 1 for 2 against Singer with a single. This kid's been doing some great things, man. 0, 13, 11, 16, 3 in his last 5. And at 2.4K, it's a nice value play. All right. And then next up, we got Lamont Wade Jr., leadoff hitter for the Giants. He's only 3-2. He's 2 for 3 against McGill with a single and a double. OPS versus righties, he crushes righties. 801 OPS. Don't mind it too for a cheap one-off 3.2K. There's value, guys. I'll find it. Yeah, Tampa Bay's stack's looking good. Next up, I got Manuel Margot, 2.7K. Way too cheap, man. Against Suarez. Lefties, righties, it really doesn't matter with him. But he's been doing great things too. His last three, 16, 19, 11. Don't mind me some Manuel Margot. I mean, he's all over the place. He either leads off or he bats like sixth. So love him even more if he leads off. But I'm liking this Tampa team in Philly, man. Let's see. Next up, how about Tyler Nyquin, guys? I know he's going up against Burns, but he's only 2.5. Look at this. 28, 23, 24 in his last three. 2 for 6 against Burns, too. That's not too shabby. Burns is a righty. He crushes righties, 788 OPS. Yeah, but Naquin, man, he's really, I don't know what got under him, but I ain't complaining because he's cheap. And with that kind of upside, I'd say get him in there, guys. Even if you're going to roster Corbin Burns again, it's okay to put one batter against your pitcher. The batter, let's say he gets a home run. DraftKings, he gets what? 14 fantasy points for the home run. Your pitcher only loses what? 2 or 3 points? You do the math. So it's okay to do one batter. Some people won't do it, and I don't get it. And then Lane Thomas, bare minimal 2K. This is very, very disturbingly low. He's been leading off for Washington. This kid has been going ham, 18, 18, 15, since he's been leading off. So Lance Thomas at bare minimal 2K, guys, a nice one-off. Get him in there. Going up against Luzardo too, man. I mean, come on now. All right, so I gave Schroeder the night off. So no Schroeder's picks tonight. But let me get you guys some home run calls. All right, I won't leave you totally hanging. That would be really messed up. So home run calls. Let's go through the list. I think Jose Ramirez from Cleveland gets one. There's my first one. I'll give you 3, just like Schroeder does. My second home run call, Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso gets one. So Pete Alonso, Jose Ramirez. And my third home run pick, who I think is going to get us 2 home runs. Don't throw stuff at the TV, all right? But I think it's going to be Nelson Cruz. So Nelson Cruz for 2. Ramirez gets you 1. Pete Alonso gets you 1. So that's going to do it for my picks. And Schroeder's sleeping on the job over there. I like to give him a night off every now and then. He had a really stressful day. But, yeah, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you want the lineups just in time for NFL, guys. $14.99 a month. You can't beat that. DFSclub.com. Come join the family. Come join the Discord. The family's just growing and growing, and I love each and every one of you guys. We all work together. And it's a family effort. It's a group effort. It's not just, Skywalker said to play this or Space said to play this. I'm going to play it. Everybody gives their insight and why they like this player. And they'll talk me into it too. So the club has actually won me money as much as I've won them money. So it's a give and take, man. So come join us, dfsclub.com. And don't forget, Draft Dashboard's only $1 for 30 freaking days. All right, guys. I posted on my Instagram. Also, I have a lot of UFC interviews coming up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Don't miss out. Because I do them live. So when I do them live, you guys can ask these fighters, who are all phenomenal people, by the way, when they take their time to come on here with me. Whatever you guys want. All right. So I include everybody into the interview. So don't miss out. Hit that like button, smash that bell icon so you know my videos drop and you know when I go live. And thank you guys so much. I am truly, truly grateful. God is good. I'm going to say a prayer for everybody, and we're going to get up out of here and keep this winning streak rolling. We're going to keep rolling. I'm looking at Grogu right now for luck. Grogu, give us the luck. All right, guys. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth, for every day is a blessing. You know what we say, guys. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Absolutely nobody. My name is Gabriel Skywalker. I will have Schroeder back tomorrow, so don't you dare be sour. Subscribe, guys. Take care.